President Tinubu's declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State, a necessary intervention or a threat to democracy? Let's talk. On March 18, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared state of emergency in Rivers State, citing a prolonged political crisis which has crippled governance and also threatened the peace and security in Rivers State. Now, this move by the president has sparked intense debate by people. Some feel that this is a necessary intervention and they hail the president for it, while others feel this is a threat to democracy and an overreach of the presidential power. To grasp the complexity of this issue, it is important to understand the context leading up to the declaration by the president. Now, there are different and several actions by Governor Fubara which was condemned by the Supreme Court. Some of these actions include his decision to present the 2024 budget to only 4 members of the House of Assembly instead of the entire legislature. His decision to demolish the House of Assembly complex, which was held to be tyrannical. Interference with the House of Assembly affairs, which was held to be against the principles of separation of power, and also withholding of funds meant for legislative duties, which the Supreme Court had commanded him to release such funds. Now, these decisions and these actions by Governor Fubara were held to be unconstitutional and against the principle of rule of law. It is important to note that despite different interventions to resolve the conflict, it has been futile, hence crippled governance in Rivers State. Now, the declaration by Mr. President has resulted in the suspension of Governor Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Idu, and the entire elected members of the House of Assembly for an initial period of 6 months, while retired Admiral Ibo Ete Ibas have been appointed sole administrator of Rivers State for this period of time. Now, what are the reactions? Unconstitutional, reckless is what Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State and the 2023 Labour Party's presidential candidate, described this suspension. Others have said that this suspension is not unprecedented, as former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, has suspended the Ekiti State and Plateau State governors. Now, the question isn't just if the president has the power to do this, but what this signals for Nigeria's democracy moving forward. Many argue that only the judiciary and the State House of Assembly has the power to remove a governor. Well, what does the law say? Is there any legal precedent to this effect? The Nigerian Constitution is very clear on the removal of a governor. According to Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution, it states that it is only the State House of Assembly that has the power to remove a governor through impeachment. And this process has to be through a majority vote, 2/3 majority vote of the State House of Assembly. And a governor can only be removed for gross misconduct. A citable example is the case of Dipriye in Bayelsa in 2025. The Constitution also adds that the office of a governor can only be vacant upon death, ill health, resignation, or impeachment. And when this happens, the deputy governor becomes governor. However, where both the offices of the governor and the deputy governor becomes vacant at the same time, the Speaker of the House of Assembly becomes the acting governor for a period not exceeding 3 months. Now, the INEC is meant to conduct an election for a new governor within this period of 6 months. To this extent, a serving or retired military personnel cannot be imposed as a sole administrator of any state in Nigeria. State of emergency is an important action. But under what circumstances can a president declare state of emergency in a state? According to Section 305, Sub 3 of the 1999 Constitution, it states that a president can declare state of emergency in a state under the following circumstances. 1. Breakdown of public order. threat to public order, request from the governor, natural disaster or calamity, war or imminent war. The question now is, does the circumstances, the current situation in Rivers State match up with the requirements described in the 1999 Constitution for the declaration of state of emergency by a president? Many have asked, what if the decision of the president to suspend the governor is found to be unconstitutional? Are there legal remedies? Can the decision be challenged in court? Yes, it can definitely be challenged in court. And if the court finds in favor of Governor Fubara and his deputy, they will be reinstated into office. Let's not forget that President Tinubu's complete disregard for the Constitution and due process is an impeachable offense. Conclusively, the recent suspension of the Rivers State Governor Fubara by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sparked lots of controversies from different people and legal experts. Some feel the action by the president is unconstitutional and an override and overreach of his bounds as a president. Well, what do you think about this recent suspension? Let us know in the comment section. Like and share this video. Thank you. I am Tata Lawyer.